Not every day you get to transform into a whiz-jetting aerialist or even get the chance to dive through hoops and build human pyramids. So if you've ever wanted to run away to the circus, then you'll feel right at home here at the Women's Circus in Footscray. I'm here now with Anne-Marie, the Women's Outreach Director. Anne-Marie, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Now, I guess I'd wanted to firstly start off with how you got involved with the Women's Circus.
Oh, that's fantastic. So my story gets a bit long, so please interrupt.
No worries.
I nursed for 15 years around Melbourne, and I decided, well, what would I like to do with my life at 35? And I decided that I wanted to be a famous actress, so I went back to school.
Okay.
And studied acting. My second year placement was 3 months here at the Women's Circus, and I then fell in love with the community, what they achieve, the feeling, the camaraderie. Yeah. I was seeing that from the outside as I was on the production side, the production team, and I wanted that for myself. Primarily it was created for women,
yes,
by women. And the idea there was literally it was about targeting women who had past trauma, yeah, and looking at building the relationship again between the mind and the body, because it's one of the biggest things that happens when there's trauma on a person, whether it's a man or a woman. Yeah. Circus art, circus theatre does affect positive change in people, and so I get to witness with my own eyes, yeah, the change in someone as they realise that they're more capable of something than they ever thought. And if you have that sense of achievement and self-esteem and pride in what you're achieving, you actually walk stronger and different in the world. Because we come from a social justice angle, and we're talking about social circus, which is using circus to empower people. Yeah. We have a diverse range of agencies that I work with. Women's Circus works with Deer Park Women's Prison, Tarrangala Women's Prison. We work with people like City Mission and Hanover for people who are suffering homelessness. We work with Melbourne Eating Disorder, many schools. My big love is to try and catch the kids so that we're already giving them very solid foundations, so then you're going into preventative there instead of the cure. And that's what I want. And the beautiful thing is with circus is at its heart, it's fun. Yes. So it engages so many people. It crosses the barriers of gender, culture, language, sure, generations. It's extraordinary. To give people the opportunity to be having fun and letting that loudness come out is an extraordinary gift in this day and age in our world. And I guarantee that people leave with a smile on their face. I do. I ensure that people leave coming out with a smile.
I like where you're going now. Franca, how did you hear about the Women's Circus when you came from overseas?
I knew the Women's Circus was existing before that, actually. I had a sister living up north, and that's how I knew there was the Women's Circus happening. So
what are the prerequisites for joining? What sort of age can you start here at the Women's Circus?
You can start with 18.
18, yeah.
And there's no limit with the age, I guess.
Who's the oldest, for example?
I think we've got one woman. I haven't seen her in a little while now, but Noel is her name, and she's possibly 69 or 68 now.
Amazing.
Her aim is to be here at least until she's 70.
Franca, can you tell me a little bit about maybe the journey that a woman would go through starting off here at the circus and the progression?
So physically, women will change. Thinking-wise, I think women will change. I mean, the empowering is one of the main things that we do, you know, so the women can believe that they are actually good and they can do something, and then they don't have to worry that they're not good enough.
Yeah. What does it mean to you giving back to these women who are a part of your classes?
I think it empowers me as well, and it strengthens me as a person as well, so that when I can see how, you know, the women actually improve from week to week, even if you're only here for 2 hours. It's it strengthens me and makes me feel good.